Hello everyone, welcome to the market outlook for the week. Gaurang Shah here from Geojit Financial Services, and as I speak to all of you all this Monday morning at around about 10:15 a.m. markets have continued the uptick as far as the broader indices are concerned. Before I go any further, let me give you certain levels on Sensex, Nifty, Bank Nifty, Rupee Dollar and crude oil. Sensex is up 210 points, 82,575 is the level of Sensex. Nifty up about 60 odd points, 25,295 is the level on Nifty Spot. Nifty Bank or Bank Nifty up about 50 odd points, 51,395 is the level on Bank Nifty or Nifty Bank. And on Rupee Dollar equation, a slight bit of weakness in the rupee of 0.01 paise, and the level is 83.88 rupees to a dollar. On Brent and NYMEX, that is crude oil energy basket, there has been a downtick. $76.33 to a barrel is Brent and $73.02 a barrel is NYMEX. So on Brent and NYMEX, no bad news is good news from Middle East, the geopolitical situation. And sluggish demand from some economies has led to lower levels as far as the crude oil prices are concerned, and likely to stay at a lower level, subject to, of course, any kind of negative news flows from the Middle East geopolitical situation arises. Then you might see a little bit of uptick on crude oil. And on rupee dollar equation, well, our guess is that this is going to be a broad range. 83.75, 83.80 on the strength on the rupee against the dollar, and 83.90 and 84 could be the level on the weakness as far as rupee dollar equation. And if we see rupee weakening towards 84, then I think there is going to be some dollar supply that will come into the market, which will possibly stall the strength of the dollar against the rupee, and we could see a little bit of lower levels. On the market trends, I think it has been a fortnight that we've seen a continuous uptick. Barring 1 or 2 days of profit booking, the momentum is positive, and this momentum is likely to continue even this week, but with a little bit of cautious advice that we might see some days of profit booking. This could be in form of intraday strong opening, then by the time we close we could see some profit booking and the market could end up lower, or we can start on the lower side and by the time we close the markets there could see some recovery in terms of lower level buying coming in, which will possibly keep the markets range bound at least for 1 or 2 days this week. Friends, last week when we had given out our market outlook, we had given you two levels on the lower side, 2 levels on the higher side as far as Nifty Spot is concerned. Those levels were 24,550 and 24,600 on the lower side. And we had mentioned that if the momentum continues, then we could see levels of 25,000 and 25,200. Well, last week and this morning we are maintaining our positive move and trading closer to 25,285, closer to 25,300. And I think this momentum is likely to continue, and in that third possible scenario, we are going to see some more higher levels from here. But like we mentioned, there could be 1 or 2 days of profit booking. So what are the levels to watch out for this week on the Nifty Spot, lower side and higher side? 2 levels on the lower side, 25,000 and 24,800. These are the 2 lower levels. And on the higher side, 25,500 to 25,600. This is the level on the higher side. I think the momentum will pick up space once we give a decisive crossover of 25,350, or more importantly, giving a close about 25,350, 25,400. I think the momentum will pick up, and we may take not much time to move towards those higher trajectories. In terms of news flows, well, last week was also quite active in terms of news flows. We had domestic GDP numbers. And of course, today we have the month-on-month sales as far as the auto sales numbers are concerned. We are going to see a couple of international data points also. Unemployment rate from US, GDP rate from the Europe, and of course we will have global news flows in terms of other geographies also, like China and Japan. On the domestic front, well, I think we are going to see the PMI data coming through for India on the domestic front, and we are already witnessing a whole host of fresh paper coming into the market in form of IPOs. Last week there were quite a few. This week again we have quite a few new IPOs opening up for subscription, as well as those who have closed listing will come through this week or maybe the week after. So the action is going to be quite interesting to see in terms of the market momentum, but there will be profit booking some days, like we mentioned, intraday or maybe a spillover of 1 or 2 days. But crucial to watch out for 25,000 and 24,800. The reason why the range is so broad, friends, is because we are in an unknown trajectory. We have attained a new lifetime high on frontline indices and maybe some sectorial indices, and our sense is that this momentum will possibly take us to a new higher level, but it will not be before we see some kind of profit booking. So if you are a short-term, medium-term trader, prudent to keep your profitable stop losses in place in the system and trail those stop losses on the higher side, just to safeguard your short-term trading ideas and profits. But if you are an investor, well, no need, regardless to say, the momentum is very, very strong, and I think the flows are also going to be equally strong. Talking about flows, well, both domestic and foreign institutional investors last week on Friday were buyers, and there has been a little bit of pause as far as the sell side number from the foreign institutional investors are concerned. We will also have data from monthly data from AMFI as far as the flows are concerned from various funds which have been active in the market. So that will also possibly give us an insight in terms of strong retail participation. Overall, friends, we believe the momentum to continue, and more so I think there is going to be stock specific moves. We've had a couple of them last week, we have had a couple of them this week, so that stock specific movement will continue to dominate the market depending upon which way the news flow is on that particular stock. As always, friends, when we interact with you all, we give you 2 investment ideas. Well, there are 2 of them. One is from the pipes and fitting company called Astral Limited. This company did see a good momentum for the last 6 months to 1 year, and then there was a little bit of profit booking. Stock has been consolidating at lower levels, and we believe that this is a good time to identify this stock as an investment idea from a long-term point of view. So a very rational target of 2,100 is what we have estimated on earnings which are going to come by. This company is also a great beneficiary of whatever policies that the government has lined up. Real estate sector is doing well. It augurs well for this company because the products get consumed directly with the growth of real estate sector that we're witnessing, and replacement market is also equally strong. So a very conservative target, of course, 2,100, but if the earnings are good, then we will revise that target upwards. And the anticipated numbers for second, third and fourth quarter, our estimates are that it's going to be equally stronger given the kind of product offering this company's got, and of course the kind of market share that it contributes to. The second company is from the tire manufacturing space. We've all been very positive on the auto sector, and our sense is that if you are positive on auto sector, then there is no reason why you should not be positive on tire battery manufacturing companies and OEM segment. Rubber prices being stable, which is a core input for tire manufacturing companies, is a big positive. Crude oil prices on the lower side is the second positive, because both these inputs, rubber and crude oil, form a large part of input cost. Tire companies have also rallied on fallback of the rally that we saw in auto sector, but we believe that a decent uptick is likely to be seen. JK Tires is the company that I'm talking about. This company also, along with other tire manufacturing companies, did see a momentum on the upside, but then a bit of profit booking consolidation, and the level where it is trading, we believe that the downside is protected, and 470 or approximately thereabout is the approximate target based on the earnings which are likely to come through. And of course, the demand for tires is extremely robust. There have been very strong new order market in terms of the new launches that the automobile industry is already doing, and is more importantly likely to do with the festive season coming. We are going to see a whole host of new launches coming through, and of course new avatars of already existed launches that they have made. So this will command a good new order market, and equally strong is the replacement market for tire companies, given the kind of safety concerns which have been on rise with the condition of the tire. So these two are the investment ideas, friends. Astra Limited with a target of 2100 and JK Tire with a target of 470. These are approximate targets with futuristic earnings in mind, and if the earnings are better than what our estimates are, then these targets would get revised upwards accordingly. But mind you, these are long-term fundamental ideas. These are not short-term BTST ideas, so you need to bear this in mind. Start at current levels, and as we see consolidation in the market and profit booking come in, if you see profit booking in these two companies, then you could use those lower levels to add on to your investment from a longer term perspective. Thank you very much for your patience, and I'll see you again next week. Till then, please do take care of your health. Bye-bye.